Anybody out there remember the Maddox Brothers and Rolls? Well, I'm the last of the Maddox Brothers and Rolls. We were hot in the 40s and 50s, and the band broke up in 1958, and I went to Ashland, Oregon, and I bought a cattle ranch up there, and I've been in the entertainment business for 54 years, and my wife died a few years ago, and I didn't have anything else to do, so I was looking around for another friend and companion, and I couldn't find anybody that would go out with me. Well, thank you very much. That's the way I felt too. And so we used to have a steel player that worked at the Maddox Brothers Rolls, and that was 50 years ago, and now he was all crippled up and had got around in a wheelchair and had kidney failure and all that. And he always had good-looking girlfriends. And here me, young and handsome, I couldn't even get a date. So I told him, why didn't he fix me up with one of his reject girlfriends? So about 2 weeks later, he called me and he gave me a telephone number. It wasn't one of his reject girlfriends, it was just a friend of his. And my number one request that my new friend and companion and probably future wife have is a good sense of humor. Well, me and her went to an old time fiddlers contest one day, and usually I don't have nothing to say, nobody else does either, so we turn on the radio and listen at it. And so she got in the car and she started talking, and she talked for 100 miles, and we played her thing up there and came back, and she laughed at everything I said, whether it was funny or not. So I ended up marrying her, and we've been married for a year and a half now. And she's out there with me tonight now, and she's responsible for me being back in the entertainment business. And she got me to record three CDs of 36 songs, and I just happened to have them with me tonight. And this is my opening tour to promote my new CD. And every song I sing tonight is on those CDs. I got 36 of them. So if you like what I do tonight, after the show's over, I'll be right back there and be sure and buy one, and I'll autograph it. So I'm going to do a song now. My family was sharecroppers during the Great Depression. Not this depression we got now, the one back in 1929. And we were sharecroppers down in Alabama, in Boaz, Alabama. And my family lost the farm, and my mother had always wanted to go to California and find a pot of gold. So they sold all of their worldly goods for $35, and it was Mom and Papa and 5 kids from 10 years old to 16 years old, and we started hitchhiking to California to find our pot of gold. So when we got to Meridian, Mississippi, we were staying at the Salvation Army shelter, and there was a young couple in there that was riding the freight trains. And they said, you'll never get to California hitchhiking because there's too many of you and you won't get a ride and you got to walk all the way. So they told us how to get the freight trains, and we caught the freight trains and rode to California on freight trains in 1933. And we lived the grapes of wrath at that time. And when we got to California, we found that all the gold in California was in the bank in the middle of Beverly Hills in somebody else's name. So we finally found our pot of gold, and some guy wrote a song to honor the Maddox Brothers Rolls. It's called $35 in a Dream. And this is in the key of G. It says this is in the key of G. You don't have to look at it. I know what it is. It's the key of G. This is my band, and they're really good, and we haven't practiced a bit, so we're doing the best we can with what we got. Give me a G chord. Someone fame and fortune, someone winning smile. All I want is to love you in your love and your style. I climb the highest mountain on the hands that walk a mile. Just to hear you say you'd love me in the bulldog on your style. No, that's not it. I got on another song. Well, when you get as old as I am, your memory kind of goes. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me start it over again. Okay. A sharecropping family down and out in Alabama. Sold everything we had. California was the land where we could pick the gold right off the trees. With $35 and a dream, the Maddox family hit the road in 33. Little did they know that the future held a rose, the blossom of the Maddox family tree. Picking fruit in California, living in a hobo jungle. The music came as natural as could be. Singing songs around the campfire, our brothers and the sister never knew that they were making history. With $35 and a dream, the Maddox family hit the road in 33. Little did they know that the future held a rose, the blossom of the Maddox family tree. Picking fruit in California, living in a hobo jungle. The music came as natural as could be. Singing songs around the campfire, our brothers and the sister never knew that they were making history. With $35 and a dream, the Maddox family hit the road in 33. Oh, little did they know that the future held a rose, the blossom of the Maddox family tree. From the sidewalks of Modesto to the big dance halls in Frisco, the Maddox family found their pot of gold. The rest is music history, forever in my memories. They loved those Maddox brothers and Rose. With $35 and a dream, the Maddox family hit the road in 33. Little did they know that the future held a rose, the blossom of the Maddox family tree. The blossom of the Maddox family tree.